Meme review. Is this even real? We're back, I guess. Shouts out to the Serial Simpers. Shouts out to my kitchen. Shouts out to Scaring the Hose by JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown. Easily the best album of this year. Now that we got all the shout outs out of the way, let's get into the tea of this video. Man, it has been a minute. I had to come on the camera and breathe some words out here because I want to start doing the YouTube thing again. And in these past couple of years, I went out and did actions that would make the majority of the internet upset unless I did not come on here and explain all of my decisions in a clear cut and precise way, like the Pyrocynical situation. You remember everyone being angry at Pyrocynical, and then he came on and he made a 45 fucking minute YouTube video disproving all of the allegations, and everyone was all like, holy fuck, this guy is still awesome. And I hope people look at me after this and be all like, holy fuck, this guy is still awesome, because I'll tell you what, there are a couple of my day ones who have stopped talking to me before even hearing a fucking word about this story, before even hearing any of my sides. So really, I guess this video is mostly for them because I was informed that they saw my last live stream. Hello, yes, you guys are a couple of clowns. I do believe so, because you will never, ever, ever take the time to hear the full truth. It is all black and white. You know where I live, pull up to my house, fucking shoot me in the head if you want to. I have nothing to hide anymore. I am out here, I am vibrant, I'm proud. Not proud of what I did, but proud of the man who I am now. With all of that being said, people are probably all like, what the fuck is he talking about? To the ones watching this video, y'all damn well know who I'm talking about. Y'all damn well know who. So, let's get into the tea of the situation. And the tea is here, ladies and gentlemen, I was 19, I'm 22 now. I was 19 at the time. You have to think about it. That was 3 years ago. I was 19 and I started talking to a female who said that she was 15. And that is what she said initially for multiple months on end. Now, I want to say, first of all, before you hear a 19-year-old and a 15-year-old being together, that sounds kind of yucky. It kind of gets the ick feeling in you. And looking back on the actions that I did myself, I had wished I was never with her to begin with. I really do. I regret it every single day of my life. And I feel like a piece of shit for it. I do. You can ask the people that still talk to me. I am barely holding on by an inch of my life right now. I am going home, doing shooters, taking shots, fucking drinking pints of vodka, drinking out my liver, smoking fucking cannabis. Speaking of smoking cannabis, YouTube, demonetize this video. Haha. Let's take a little hit for the one time. Back to the old days. Woo! Now that random ADHD tangent is out of the way, I know that people are going to look at a 15 and 19-year-old by face value and being all like, yo, bro, that you should have never ever been doing that in the first place. And I want to say, in my defense, when I was in high school, I never ever had a girlfriend. I never did the whole walking down the hallway thing, holding the hands. I never went to prom. I was kind of a loner in high school. I had a lot of friends, but I was very much a loner at the same time, man, if you get what I mean. You know, I was always that person of, oh, I'm gonna put in my headphones and put up my hood, and listen to fucking music until the bell rings. That's me, don't talk to me, fuck off, don't look at me, type of deal. And, all of my friends, you know, I was the oldest in my friend group, and it's also kind of funny, you know. All of my friends, my peers, the entire time had always given me the utmost shit about being a virgin, and always talking about how I would never get laid because of this, and that, and these were very real conversations that happened. You know, I'm not exaggerating anything here. This can all be proven by people, past statements. To say that I was feeling insecure as a virgin would be an understatement. By the time that I had turned 19 and I was out of high school, I was literally freaking the fuck out like, man, I have to get laid. And when I started talking to this person that was 15, you know, it wasn't all about that. Like from the get-go, we had started talking, and she was all like, oh yeah, I listened to Suicide Boys and Childish Gambino and Drake and Kanye West, and she like literally mentioned multiple of my favorite artists that I hold near and dear to my heart. And if you know anything about me, you know that music is my biggest passion. Music is what I love. Music is what I want to do with my life. Music is everything to me. And when you name a certain artist that you fuck with, I'm gonna fuck with you. That I fuck like, bro, if you're all like, hey man, I listen to so and so, I'm all like, oh really? No shit. You listen to so and so? Goddamn. You wanna go get lunch? Let's be best fucking friends. And you know, she had mentioned that she had listened to certain artist. Her and I had started talking, and we just connected on a bunch of things, you know. And I had no intentions of going and even meeting up with this girl initially. Like, she asked me about it, and I was like, no, 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 you're too young. And I want to say again, with her being 15 and 19, in my state of Colorado, that is legal. It's legal. It's actually legal in a lot of states if you look into it with Romeo and Juliet laws. You know, there are laws out there to protect, I believe, young men who don't really know what they were doing. I wasn't trying to go out and seek a type of attention from a younger individual, you know? And I was all like, I'm not gonna meet up with you. I told her that multiple times. I was like, no, 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 no. It's not gonna happen. Like, I'm sorry. And so she texts me one night, basically, you know, I'm sitting there playing some fucking like Apex or Fortnite or something, and she texts me one night, and she's all like, hey, I really need to see you. And I was all like, bitch, what did I say? I didn't say it like that. Hold on. That was misogynistic as hell. Don't call women bitches, okay? No, like, seriously. On some real shit here, ladies and gentlemen. But, I was like, no. And she kind of hit me with a statement again. You know, if you're sensitive to certain sensitive topics, I'm going to say this is where you should really click off of the video at this point if you have been watching this far in, watching me rant and ramble. But she had told me, And I believe she sent me a picture of her arm too. She sent me a picture of her arm, and her arm was all cut up. She had been self harming herself, and she had basically said that she was going to kill herself unless I didn't come over. You know, she was basically like, you have to come over or I'm going to commit suicide. And I was like, whoa, like, what the fuck? Hold the phone, slow the phone. That's crazy. Don't do that. And like, I told her, and I was being serious about this. I was like, hey, stop. Like, I'm gonna call the police in your area. You cannot be talking like this. And she was all like, if you call the police, I'm already gonna be out the back door and drowned in the lake and da 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 da. And she was like, it has to be you. It has to be you. It only has to be you. And to this day, you know, if you ask this person I was with, my ex-girlfriend, she will say that I saved her life that night. You know? And there are a couple of individuals out there who want to say that she manipulated me into that, and if she did, well, goddamn it, I fell for it, and I'm sorry. Again, with me being 19 and her being 15, yeah, I know it's not the best look, but it's legal in my state, okay? I made a mistake with going and seeing her the first time. It seriously, it should have never happened, and I do hate myself, and I despise myself, and I think I am an awful human being. I think about committing suicide quite often, and I don't say that to look for anybody's sympathy, to look for no empathy in the comments. I just, with how this past year has gone, with what I hear that certain people have said about me, and again, to those people, you know who you are. It's like, guys, you know, I'm projecting this to a broader audience, but I'm making this video because I know it's the only way I'm gonna reach certain people, you know? I fucking hate myself. So anyways, back to this fucking story, man. This is just fucking a cancerous situation that I have caused, and I seriously did not mean to hurt anybody. I did not set out with the intention of, oh my god, you're 15, I'm gonna go out and fucking touch you because you are 15. The first time I went up and met with this girl, she very explicitly told me she was going to kill herself. I texted her and said, hey, I'm gonna call the cops. And she texted me back and said, before you do that, I'm gonna be dead by the time the cops get here. Man, Jesus fucking Christ, cancel culture, eh? Like, God forbid, I went out to try to help somebody, and I lost one of my best fucking friends of 10 years because of it. God fucking forbid, eh? God fucking forbid. Anyway, so I went out and I met up with this girl and I helped her clean out her cuts with alcohol and stuff, and I helped her put band-aids on and things like that, and she was all shaking and nervous and about to cry, and you know, I was just there to hold her, to be supportive, to be, I guess, a nice and caring dude. Like, seriously, I wasn't all like, oh my god, you're 15, let me slide up into those pants immediately. Trust me, if a girl tells you that she is going to kill herself, and then you go over there to help her with that, the furthest fucking thing from your mind is gonna be intercourse. At least in my case, sex was on the back docket. And I'm uploading this on the internet. Full truth out there. I don't have anything to hide anymore. You know, I burn my wrist with a lighter every night before I go to bed. I don't have anything to hide. I have nothing to live down at this point. in my fucking life, in my existence. I don't. You know? And she asked me when I was done helping her clean up all of her wounds and shit like that. She asked me, hey, can I kiss you? And I thought she meant just like a quick, like peck on the lips, and that's what I did. I went in and I was all like, and I pulled my head back real quick. And when I did that, she took both of her hands and wrapped it like around my head and pulled me back in. Like, well, what am I gonna do? Like, fucking slap this bitch across the face and break off? Like, no. And she stuck her tongue in my mouth and kissed me like that. And it was the first time in my entire life I had ever kissed a girl like that. A pretty fucked up experience. I went over to save somebody from killing themselves, and to this day she will still say that I did, So, let's fast forward a couple of months here. Like 3 months. And I want to emphasize on 3 months. It was no short time here on on this shit. It wasn't like she was all like, oh hey, by the way, her and I was going over to her house and I was seeing her in secret. Nobody knew about it, not my mom, not my friends. Only one of my friends knew about it at the time. Only one. And to that friend I'm talking about, shouts out to you, because you are a real ass motherfucker made of the solid shit. You know exactly who I'm talking about, And fuck everyone else. Like, seriously. I'm gonna emphasize on that multiple times. Y'all know where I live. Y'all know where I sleep. Come over to my house and talk to me about it, bitch. You fucking little pussies. Like, seriously, man. Because this shit is so ridiculous at this point. I'm calling you out. Yeah, I called y'all guys a couple of clowns. You guys are a couple of clowns. Like, seriously. Because, again, I'm going to emphasize on the fact the first time I met said minor, she was threatening to kill herself. There are some gray areas and shit. This wasn't some Chris Hansen, oh yes, he is 47 and she is 13. Did you talk about in the chat having sex with her? I did initially, but when a said person texted me and said she was going to kill herself, I was like, yo, chill, like, I was not looking to get laid in the slightest way, man. In the slightest way. If you think I'm a piece of human waste and I should go and off myself, why don't you be bold and go ahead and post it in the comments and tell me yourself to do so, huh? Anyway, I'm gonna rant about my old friends probably multiple times, cause it just, little nicotine break here. Intermission. We're paused on the story, we're ranting, we're having good fun, we're off a couple of shots, man. Just having fun. We're just having fun. Doing long form commentary content. That is probably really shittily done. I should have really written a script for this video, but I was like, fuck it, we're just gonna get on and talk. So, me and this 15-year-old had seen each other for, 2.5 to 3.5 months. I don't remember exactly, but it had been enough time for us to get to know each other. And so I'm working a shift at work, I'm cooking food, throwing pizzas in the oven, and I get this text from her, and her arm, I'm talking like, I'm gonna go into detail on this again because I have to, because people have never heard this story. It's heavy. And again, I was just trying to put myself in a position to help this person in the best way that I could. I am not smug over this. I am not keen in my skin. I don't say this to show off or to brag, I just have to post this because there are so many just negative stigmas that go into people that, do this type of things. And I was at work, and she sent me a picture of her arm, man. And I'm talking, it was like candy apple red. Like just the brightest, vibrant color of red that I have ever seen. Like I am talking soaked in blood. And she texted me, after we had been seeing each other for a minute, and she was all like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I lied to you about the person that I am. I don't deserve you. I'm done. Da 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 da. And I texted her and I was all like, whoa, hey! Like, whoa, what is going on? Like, don't say those things about yourself because I think you're a beautiful, lovely young woman and I wouldn't want to see you hurting yourself in that type of way. And she reveals to me that she has been lying to me about her age for the past few months and she was 14 the entire time rather than being 15. And when she told me that, the amount of guilt and tremendous sin that waved over my body, I was like, oh my god, I was really 19 and I was sitting there sucking face, making out with a 14-year-old, and again, 15 to 14, that may not sound like a big difference, but it is because in the realms of my state, that is not legal at this point, and I have always tried to live my life as somewhat of a decent young man who wants to do things ethically and wants to do things right. I don't hold myself to the ultimate standard of being the best ever. We all sin, we all fuck up, but that there is about as close as to the worst of things that you can do. And I was a person that did those actions. Um, I had no clue I was doing those actions at the time, and I say for the young men out there who might be watching this video, it doesn't matter the circumstances. Every time you're hooking up with a lady or a guy, and to the ladies out there, to the gay couples, to the lesbian couples, LGBTQ shouts it out, to no matter what you're doing, no matter what people you're hooking up with, verifying that age is unfortunately one of the most important things, because it's not just minors who will lie about being of age. There are sick adults out there who will lie to minors about being a minor themselves. And the internet is dangerous, and you can't trust people. And I tried to break it off with her. I texted her back and I was like, whoa, you're 14? I was like, no, 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 no. And she had told me that she had been cutting herself and that she was bleeding out pretty bad. And when she had told me that, again, with her self-harming, she had said when she was self-harming, her being around me made her want to self-harm less. It made her feel better about herself, I guess, supposedly. I don't know, again, if that was true or if she was using that as a form of manipulation in order to get me, because, again, I tried to be a nice, decent human being towards people. And when I had went over there that night after she told me that she was 14, She had made multiple cuts under her breasts and had also cut up around her vagina, her lady parts, you know. Um, like, and again, I was there, I was that guy going and helping her fix up these wounds, you know? And she told me, she was like, "You wanna break up with me," and stuff like that over the text and things like that. And at that time, I was like, fucking yeah. But the whole thing is when I went over and I saw her again, with knowing that she was 14, with her cutting herself like that, I, saw this young lady who was damaged, broken, doesn't feel like that she is obviously worth a thing. And she said that being with me made me feel like that she was worth something. And she was super sweet towards me too. She cared about me and with my own insecurities and anxieties. I was like super worried about, like, you're too young and I don't ever want to hurt you and things like that. And she said, like, I know you're not like that. And the whole reason why too that she lied to me about her age initially is she said that she knew if she told me that she was 14 right off of the bat, when we had first started talking, when I had been 19, I would have cut off the relationship right there. And I would have. She saw me long enough for me to get up into my feels about the whole situation. And with all of that being said, at the time when she told me she was 14, the reason that I did not leave her at that point is because if I did, I was legitimately fearing at that point in time that she was going to kill herself. And so, fast forward just months down the road, where we got into the meat and potatoes of the story. I ended up turning 20 at a point. She ended up turning 15 while we were together. So, yes, it did in all technicality end up being legal in all standpoints. Because, again, as much as that might sound icky to some people, some folks on there, the 4chaners, the Redditors out there, in my state, well, yes, it is not right, probably in most circumstances. A 15 and 20-year-old being together is technically legal. And to my friends who see things black and white, clear cut by the law, it does not fucking matter. You boys want to talk about following laws? Legal. Okay? You can look up the Romeo and fucking Juliet laws. Okay? Legal. There's nothing else. It breaks everything. It breaks all faults. Anyway, though, her and I, we started seeing each other a lot. We were with each other for 7 months, too. It wasn't anything short. And it probably took 4 months of us seeing each other before I was actually comfortable enough to have sex with her. Because another thing about this girl is she was already not a virgin by the time that I had met her, and I was. Yes, she was a minor and she was a kid, but all type of innocence that she had was gone. It was out the window. It wasn't like I was trying to prey on some fucking innocent little girl. Like, this wasn't an 8-year-old Susan situation playing with her fucking blocks in the sandbox, and I walked up to here like, oh, hey, the little girl, what you doing? You want to come down to my cellar? I got some popsicles. Like, or actually, if you're talking about Herbert the pervert, it would be little boys. But I don't say that to make jokes here, guys. Like I don't. I like what I'm just trying to say is like, even between my mom and my dad, there is a bigger age gap between me and this girl. We had just met at the wrong time in our lives. And I fucking hate myself every single goddamn day because of it. You know? And so, due to certain legal circumstances, we had ended up getting caught after about 7 months of seeing each other. We got caught by her older sister, and her older sister ended up telling her mom, and her mom would have not usually ended up reporting this situation, but because of certain legal bounds she was under, she had to file a report. In this police report, as I get further into it, she says that her daughter herself is the one who was the predator, and I should be the one filing the charges against her. Because I also came to find out, before going after me, she was going after guys that were a lot older than I was. I don't know what else people want from me here. Like, do you think I should ultimately exist not to the end of the earth? Like, we were 4.5 years apart in age difference. Like, it just, man, and so her mother ended up reporting it, and then unfortunately I ended up getting a shit stain of a district attorney on my case who is charging me in the worst ways possible. Because when the detective called me, and again, I'm a good man, and I don't have anything to hide, when the detective called me, I was all like, oh yeah, sure, I'll talk to you. Well, I just want to be honest about the whole fucking situation. Because I was, and that's how it was. Like, when the detective called me, I wasn't all like, oh no, dude, I was never with her. Like, nope, you don't got shit on me. I was all like, well, fuck, if a detective is getting in contact with me, like, I felt obligated to tell her the truth, and I confessed, and a district attorney, and I'm going to say her name in this video because she's a public figure who is in the Jefferson County Courthouse. The district attorney for this case, Donna Billick. You can go ahead and look her up, Donna Billick. She used to practice law in El Paso County in the Springs. God damn, she is a special little snowflake. Donna Billick has said that she has been in contact with said victim, my ex-girlfriend, and has said that she wants the absolute worst for me, pretty much. And Donna Billick is charging me in a way right now to where I am going to end up being on the sex offender registry for the rest of my life over the woman that I lost my virginity to. You know, they are trying to charge me with sexual assault on a minor and sexual assault over an abusive pattern because we were together for months. And really, if you want me to charge me, because yes, I was together with her when she was 14, that was illegal. I feel ashamed because of it. I feel like a piece of fucking shit. They should have charged me with statutory rape, but no. Instead, she has charged me with 2 specific felonies and I know exactly what it is, to get me on the registry in a lifetime because that looks good on her politically. She is doing this for herself to further her political career. I am sorry. I feel like I made a mistake and I broke the law. But do I have to spend time on the sex offender registry? I don't think so. Maybe people do, you know? Donna Billick has said multiple times that she has been in contact with said victim of my case. Donna, you have not reached out to that fucking bitch one time. Okay? You haven't reached out to her one time. You're lying. You know, her biological mom is lying. Like, we figured it all out, man. And I'm gonna send this video to the judge of my case, you know. I really have nothing to hold back at this point. I'm sending this to my attorney. Like, I'm in deep shit because of this, and apparently I am supposed to be getting sentenced over someone who has lied about my situation, you know. And to my particular friends that, you know, are gonna watch this video or not watch it, go fuck yourselves. I mean that in the best way possible, because you guys have never, ever, ever taken the time to hear my side of the story. Here it is. I basically met a girl who I thought was legal at the time. She lied to me for multiple months about her age, and again, it does not matter if she was a minor. Nothing trumps the word legal. You guys talk about being black and white individuals. Nothing will ever over trump the word legal. Okay? Nothing. Not a goddamn fucking cent lick of shit you're gonna say to me. I went out, I met a girl, I thought it was legal, she lied to me about her age. We ended up getting caught up, and now I have a district attorney being just a fucking cunt towards me. And I went and hired my own private attorney. We are over almost $35,000 into debt over this, my family and I. And my fucking private attorney, I mean this in the best way too, I'm sorry if you ever see this video, you have not done shit. You haven't done shit. You know, you claim this, and this is gonna pan out. I don't know if you filed something wrong or Donna has something over you yourself, but I look, something fishy is going on here in the soup. There's no way that this situation should have escalated to this point to where I am facing these charges. I did not meet this girl, and it wasn't all the time like sex. Like, there was at one point, at a certain point in time, where she had asked me herself if I could cut her in the bedroom, cut her in like an intimate way, man. I said no, very well, obviously, and I hope when I said no, people believe me on that, because again, I was not trying to put myself in a position to hurt this person. She asked if I could cut her. If she didn't feel comfortable around me, I don't think she would be asking this question, you know? Like, I mean this in the best way possible. You hear about pedophiles grooming and manipulating young women. She was the young women grooming and manipulating me. You know, and again, her own stepmother said that she believes that she is the predator and I should be the one facing charges, pressing the charges. She should be the one facing the charges. Like, I hate myself every single goddamn day. Like, you can tell how much weight I've lost. I don't eat. I feel like shit. I'm thin as a fucking piece of paper right now. I don't go out anymore. I don't hang out with anybody really, unless it's close friends. I don't upload anything anymore to the internet. I'm just a mess right now, man, and this shit has been killing me, and if I do honestly end up on the sex offender registry for the rest of my life over this shit, I probably will end up putting a bullet in my head at some point in my life, because I am going to have the remaining dawning fact that this younger girl that I went out and had a nice, loving, and consensual relationship with, the girl that I lost my virginity to. I am on the sex offender registry for my lifetime over actions that I did not intend to break the lie. I did not intend to hurt her. My family has warned me upon speaking about this, but my family even thinks I'm getting crazy and going off the rails at this point, which I am, because I cannot physically cope with that this is happening to me right now. And to my lady friend that I was with, everything that I said in this video about, the manipulation and stuff, I know that you and I have talked about it, and you admitted to it yourself. If you happen to see this, I am not speaking illy upon you. I don't put any of the blame directly on you. It was both of our faults. Like I said, we just met at the wrong time. I wish now we could be meeting, for instance, while you're about to turn 18 in October and I am 22, maybe, perhaps. That would have went a lot better. And that's how long this whole situation has also been going. Oh, wait, no, I think she's turning 17 in October. I can't even remember. Like, she's turning 17 or 18 in October. Like, she's getting, she's matured a lot herself. And yeah, her and I have talked about this situation. And, because of us being together, it's turned my life into a shit stain. And it's turned a couple of, who I thought were my day ones who would be with me with it. And most of my day ones have remained with me. To those of you who know that you are and you're watching this video, shouts out to you. But to my day ones that have left my side, like I said, y'all can go suck a fat one. And she has said the same thing. She's like, I'm sorry that certain friends have stopped talking to you over a completely consensual relationship that you had with someone that was a couple of years younger. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm off my rocker. We're gonna go get drunk as shit, and we're gonna post this video, and we're gonna probably leave it alone for 24 hours. Hi, Mom. We're making really good decisions. I hope you're proud of your son here. Well, I know you're proud of me. I don't mean that in a sarcastic way. I mean, as in, yeah, I'm posting this. I'm uploading it. It's too late. It's too late. I gotta do this before I get charged, guys. I'm sorry. To the Serial Simper gang, if you made it all the way through this 40-minute plus video, unsubscribe from me, because, God, if you're still here watching me, holy fuck, that's some commitment. Unsubscribe, dislike the video, thumbs down it, put in the comments what a piece of shit I am and how I'm a pedophile and shit like that. And you guys all have a lovely, lovely, beautiful day. I'll see you later. Peace.